Allora ragazzi, sono qui con la CEO di Indaesh e farò un'introduzione adesso in italiano, ma la vera intervista poi verrà fatta in inglese, quindi poi farò un taglio sul video e andrò a fare la traduzione sulle domande che farò. So Barbara, thank you for the invitation and I'm glad to be here because everything was well organized and I really liked the experience in general.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. So at this point, this is one ICO coming after a company that already built its name, that is already well known, is something different somehow from what we see in the usual field of cryptocurrencies. My question is, so now you decided to go into crypto and use a token, and it's pretty obvious why, but the question is, why you choose to build a new one instead of using an existing one? So maybe, I don't know if Bitcoin, because we know it has difficulties, but maybe another one.
Yeah, it's a very good question. First of all, we want to create the cryptocurrency for influencers and for influencer marketing. And it's all about also volatility, so that we prefer to create own tokens, so that we wanted to reflect the growth of our company and the growth of influencer marketing in general. And for example, we grew comparing the quarters this year to previous year, almost 300%. And the value of influencer marketing is expected to be between 5 to 10 billion by 2020. So we want this particular cryptocurrencies in the hash coin to reflect it.
Yeah, so to link the image of the company to something created in this field that is growing. And
yes, and also to be the cryptocurrency for influencers, influencer marketing, everything connected
to be identified with that name,
exactly.
Even there, and don't be mixed with some other already existing. Yeah, it makes sense. And the other question is, I don't know if you can really answer to that, but a lot of viewers, they are asking always when it will be listed on some exchanges, if you already have contact with some big exchanges, or how it's planned to go after the ICO actually.
So on our roadmap, it's December, January. So by the end of January, we want to be listed. I can't disclose more
details about the names, yeah. So, but there are already some plans or contracts done or something like this?
I can't disclose anything.
Okay.
But we want to be listed by the end of January.
Okay. And this is even harder to answer. Like now the price listed for the ICO, at least for the first week, is for 1 Ethereum, we will get 3,840 Indaesh tokens. And this is calculated to be a 20% of bonus respect of what you get at the end of the ICO. So as always, it's a bonus and advantage to come earlier.
Exactly, because the first week is 20% bonus, second week 10%, and the last week there is no
actual price. So if you have some expectation about numbers or something you predict to be, I don't say this is a company and a project for the long run. I see it like this because it's a solid company and it's not one of these ICOs pumping a lot just at the beginning, but so being to stay. And so the question is if you already have an idea of the number you want to reach the next year, for example.
Of course we have some plans. We want to keep growing, and I can't actually say more, but we have also entire roadmap on our in our white paper. We want to open also new markets, so start offices in new places. We also want to introduce pay with fame feature. We want to implement in the Hashcoins by the end of first quarter next year.
Cool.
So by March 2018. We also want to allow influencers to create their own tokens to reward the audiences for their activities. So we have a lot of plans, and I would say it's very intensive. And I think that the main difference is that as we have working business, working app, we have team that you met, great part of the team today. So there's a lot of things that we have already worked. So it's not only white paper, it's just a working business that we want to tokenize.
Sure. And what about Italy?
We have right now a campaign in Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I think even 2 campaigns
Okay.
are right now running in
So
Italy.
it's already planned to expand, but this is the demonstration is that I'm here. So because I was
Yes.
already trying to reach that field, yeah. No, these were the questions I wanted to ask you, and not anymore because I already had a look on the company and everything. It seems really solid, and I like what I saw, and so
Thank you so much. Grazie mille.
prego, grazie a te. Ciao a tutti ragazzi e insomma collegherò questa intervista poi al resto e al tour che ho fatto nella società e poi vedremo tutto quanto insieme al fine del report di questa avventura. Vi ringrazio per la visione e un saluto a Barbara e grazie a Barbara. Ciao.
Grazie. Ciao.
So, thank you.
Thank you so much.